Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Pause for a moment. Before you adjust the volume, before you settle in, let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. What if the delay in your life is not because Allah has not decided to bless you, but because you have not given the one thing He expects first? That thought alone should stop you, because it means the door is not locked. It is waiting. Tonight, this message is not soft, it is not rushed, and it is not here to entertain you. It is here to prepare you. And if you stay until the end, you will understand why many people pray for years, yet only a few are chosen for expansion. Let us begin with the fear most people will never admit out loud. What if Allah has forgotten me? You see others moving forward. Their lives change, their opportunities open, and you are still standing in the same place, making the same du'as, asking the same questions. And slowly, silently, a dangerous thought appears. Am I doing something wrong? Here is the truth. Allah does not forget. Allah does not overlook. Allah does not miscalculate, but Allah does delay. And delay is not punishment. Delay is inspection. Most people assume blessings arrive when effort is complete, but Allah does not respond to effort alone. He responds to alignment. And here is where fear should enter your heart, because many people work hard their entire lives, yet never align. Let me ask you something, be honest. If Allah sent you what you are asking for right now, would it bring you closer to Him, or would it finally make you forget Him? Uncomfortable question, isn't it? This is why blessings are not rushed. Allah does not test you after the blessing, He tests you before it. Now listen carefully. The one thing Allah expects before sending His blessing is not perfection. It is not sinlessness. It is not constant happiness. It is surrender. Not the kind you say with your mouth, the kind you prove with your decisions. Surrender means you stop negotiating with Allah. You stop saying, I will obey once things get better. I will change once I am stable. I will commit once I receive a sign. Let me reset your attention with a simple question. Who told you that blessings come before obedience? Think about it. You want clarity but avoid prayer. You want peace but cling to control. You want provision but fear generosity. And then we wonder why things feel stuck. Here is something that might make you smile and think. If you ordered food and refused to give the address, would you blame the delivery? Yet many people ask Allah for guidance while refusing to give Him access to their habits, priorities, and choices. Surrender means this. You decide, Ya Allah, even if it costs me comfort. And here is the exciting part. The moment surrender becomes sincere, the delay begins to shorten. But don't relax yet, because what comes next is where most people fail. This is the stage few are warned about. Right before Allah sends a blessing, He often applies pressure. Confusion increases, temptations return. Old doors reopen, people from the past reappear, and you think, why now? I was finally doing better. Because Allah is watching one thing. Will you choose Him when alternatives appear? This is where urgency matters. Your response in these moments is not casual, it is decisive. Do you compromise to escape discomfort, or do you remain firm without guarantees? Let me ask you something that might sound almost humorous. If you only trust Allah when life is calm, do you really trust Allah? Real trust shows up when obedience costs you something. Many people pass the first tests of patience, but fail the final test of loyalty. They wait for years, only to give up when the door is already unlocking. Do not be that person, because when Allah decides to bless, He does not send a warning. He sends a moment, and that moment passes quickly. Now we arrive at the end, not with suspense, but with clarity. The one thing Allah expects before sending His blessing is this, that you choose Him without conditions, that you obey Him without deadlines, that you trust Him without needing proof at every step. This is not weakness, this is strength. When surrender becomes real, something shifts. You stop chasing outcomes, you stop fearing delay, you stop measuring yourself against others. Because you understand something final and unshakable. What Allah has written for you cannot miss you, and what He withholds is protecting you until you are ready. So, if you are still waiting, do not panic. Check your alignment. If you feel pressure, do not retreat. Stand firm. And if your heart feels restless, that is not a sign of abandonment, that is preparation. May Allah make us among those who surrender before receiving, who obey before seeing, and who trust before understanding, because those are the ones Allah chooses when the blessing finally arrives. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.